A few weeks ago, the Epstein files dropped. 3.5 million documents. The internet went into meltdown, and within hours, before most people had read a single page, fake photos were already going viral. AI-generated images of politicians, celebrities, world leaders, all supposedly caught in the files, tens of millions of views, shared by journalists, shared by political parties. Some people still believe they're real. Here's the terrifying part. Those images were made in seconds. And here's the part nobody is talking about. The same technology that created those fakes, you have it on your phone right now. And most people have no idea how to use it responsibly, or at all. Today, we're fixing that. I'm going to show you what AI actually is, why it suddenly exploded, how to protect yourself from being manipulated by it, and, most importantly, how to use tools like ChatGPT and Claude to genuinely 10x your productivity. Not hustle culture hype, real science-backed systems. Let's go. Welcome back to Productivity with Anshul. And this channel exists for one reason: to help you work smarter, not harder, using the best digital tools available. If you're new here, hit subscribe. New video every Thursday. Let's dive in. Let's start with the basics. Artificial intelligence at its core is pattern recognition at scale. You show a system billions of examples, text, images, audio, and it learns to predict what comes next. What word follows this sentence? What a face looks like, what a voice sounds like. ChatGPT, trained on essentially the entire internet, it's learned the patterns of human language so well it can write, reason, and respond in a way that feels human. DALL-E, Midjourney, Grok's image generator. Same idea, but with images. They've seen so many real photos that they can generate a completely fake but completely realistic image of any person in any setting with any other person. That's why the Epstein deepfakes were so convincing. These tools don't draw, they construct reality from pattern. The key distinction: AI doesn't know anything, it doesn't have intentions, it predicts, which means in the wrong hands, it predicts whatever serves the agenda of whoever's prompting it. So if AI has been around for decades, why is everyone suddenly losing their minds about it? Two words: scale and speed. For years, AI was expensive, slow, and required a PhD to operate. Then, in November 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT to the public. 100 million users in 2 months. The fastest product adoption in history, faster than Instagram, faster than TikTok. Why? Because for the first time, you could have a conversation with AI. No code required, just talk. That unlocked everything. Suddenly, AI wasn't a research project. It was a productivity tool, a creative partner, a research assistant, a writing coach. Then the image generators came, then video generators, then voice cloning, and the world realized the gap between "this seems impossible" and "anyone with a free app can do this" had basically collapsed overnight. That's why you're seeing this everywhere. The hype is real, but so are the risks, and understanding both is how you stay ahead. Let's talk about what just happened, because it's a perfect case study in how AI can be weaponized. On January 30th, 2026, the Department of Justice released 3.5 million Epstein files. Within hours, fabricated AI images started flooding social media. A fake photo of New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani as a child, supposedly posing with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, went viral before anyone verified it. The mayor himself called it incredibly difficult to deal with. Images of politicians from the UK, fake email screenshots, supposedly between Elon Musk and Maxwell, AI-generated videos depicting celebrities, all circulating as leaked material. NewsGuard found that leading AI image tools could generate convincing deepfakes of world leaders with Epstein in seconds. Some images contained Google's invisible synth ID watermark, proof they were AI generated. Most people never saw that watermark. Then there's Grok, Elon Musk's AI on X. The Center for Countering Digital Hate found it generated around 3 million sexualized images in just 11 days. Multiple countries launched investigations. The UK Prime Minister called it out publicly. Here's what this means for you watching this right now. Before you share anything that's emotionally charged, a shocking photo, a viral video, a leaked document, you need to pause for 5 seconds and ask, could this be AI? Because the answer increasingly is yes. Here's your 3-step deepfake defense protocol, straight from digital forensics experts. Step 1. Check for SynthID. Google embeds an invisible watermark in all images created by its AI tools. Tools like Hive Moderation can detect it in seconds. Free. Takes 10 seconds. Step 2. Run a reverse image search immediately. Drag any suspicious image into Google Images or TinEye. If it's AI generated, you'll either find 0 results, meaning it was never actually photographed, or you'll find the original unaltered version. Politicians don't suddenly appear in photos with 0 prior history. Step 3. Ask, what's the emotional payload? MIT research found that false information spreads 6 times faster than true information on social media. Why? Because fake content is engineered to trigger outrage, fear, or shock. If something is making you feel intensely, that's your signal to slow down, not speed up. Before sharing, SynthID check, reverse search, emotional audit, 3 steps, 10 seconds. That's your shield. Now here's where I want to flip the script, because everything we've just talked about, the fear, the risk, the manipulation, that's what happens when AI is in the wrong hands or when you interact with it passively. But when you engage with AI actively and intentionally, the same technology being used to deceive people can free up hours of your week, eliminate cognitive overload, and let you produce work at a level that would have taken a whole team 10 years ago. Let me show you exactly how. System 1, the brain dump protocol. Every morning, before you touch email or Slack, grab everything that's sitting in your head and dump it out. Every task, every worry, every "I should probably do that," all of it. Then ask AI to sort it using the Eisenhower matrix and identify the one thing that actually moves the needle today. Here's why this works. UC Irvine research found that carrying unfinished tasks in your working memory burns 40% of your cognitive capacity before you've even started. You're not outsourcing your thinking, you're clearing the RAM so your brain can actually operate at full power. System 2, the first draft accelerator. Your biggest enemy isn't laziness, it's the blank page. Studies show the mental energy required to start writing is 3 times higher than the energy to keep writing. That activation cost is what kills momentum every single day. So stop trying to start. Instead, jot down your rough points, your context, your audience. Hand that to AI and ask for a messy first draft. Then edit it. Editing is cognitively light. Generating from nothing is not. You will produce better work in 30% of the time, simply by changing where you enter the process. System 3, the research compression system. Take any article, report, or PDF. Hand it to Claude and ask for 3 things: the key insights, the strongest counterargument, and one question worth investigating further. MIT research found structured summarization improves retention by 50% over passive reading. You are not skipping the content. You are processing it at a deeper level in a fraction of the time. This is not laziness. This is leverage. System 4, the meeting prep template. Before any important meeting, spend 2 minutes asking AI, what questions will this person likely have? What objections should I anticipate? What is the single most important thing I should lead with? Psychologists call this prospective memory, mentally simulating a scenario before it happens. Stanford research shows it reduces in-meeting cognitive load by up to 35%. Your brain has already run the simulation, so when the real moment arrives, You are not reacting, you are executing. System 5, the end-of-day clarity audit. 5 minutes before you close your laptop, paste your task list and what you actually finished into AI. Ask it one question. What patterns do you notice in what I'm completing versus what I'm avoiding? This is not journaling. This is data-driven self-awareness. Done consistently over 30 days, it will show you your real productivity patterns, not the ones you believe you have. The gap between those two things is where all your lost time lives. The golden rule of AI productivity. AI does not replace your judgment. It removes the friction around it. The goal is never to let AI think for you. The goal is to protect your best thinking and only spend it on decisions that genuinely require it. If this video helped you, subscribe now and hit the like button as it helps more people find this content. I'll see you next week.